Hello, my name is Matt Workiner. We're here at Rohr Nursery today in Massillon, Ohio. I'm going to show you how to plant up some of these new floating islands from Laguna. They are a styrofoam based ring with a geotextile fabric on the top that will hold the soils. We have several different types of soils that you could choose from. We have a synthetic baked clay, you have a Miracle-Gro potting soil, and then a regular clay-based soil dirt. Now, the synthetic baked clay and the regular dirt are too heavy for the floating island because it causes the island to sit too low in the water column with a higher tendency to tip. So what we're going to do today is use some of the Miracle-Gro product, just regular Miracle-Gro potting soil. We're going to pack that down inside here, and basically what I've got here is a bucket, and it just allows me to plant the bottom because it sticks out. It makes it easier to do the planting. We're also going to add some product called Osmocote. It's a granular, slow-release fertilizer. We're going to sprinkle that into the potting mixture and stir it around real good, and that will release slowly into the soil and help the plant's roots root into the new soil. There's all different types of plant material that we sell here at the nursery that you can use to plant. This is a centerpiece that we use quite often called a variegated iris, and we want to make sure that when we're planting this, we keep the iris slightly mounded out of the pot. And what that does is it prevents the iris itself from becoming too wet and getting moisture logged. Alright, once you have your centerpiece in place, this is another plant that we use quite often in the islands. It's called maize. Now, this large pot's too big for this, so what we're going to do is take a knife and we're going to cut these up into smaller sections and plant them around the edge of the islands. We're going to do 2 of them here. It's important when you're doing this to use plant material that likes the water. You don't want to use plants in here that don't, but it's amazing how many plants we've found over the years that really like the water that you wouldn't expect. We've done these islands with grape and cherry tomatoes, we've done them with strawberries, we've done them with lots of perennials that you wouldn't normally expect to do well in the water. Ajuga is one of them. Blue Star Creeper is another. These are all plants that will handle a water environment and flourish and do extremely well. Basically, you're just packing soil in around the root system of the plant, packing it in there tight. That's it. Within a week or 2, this maize will flush over the edge of the island so you don't see the planting, so you don't see the container holding the planting. And the reason that these are a large advantage over a normal, say, nursery pot like this that sits on the edge of the pond is that if this sits on the edge of the pond, as the water fluctuates up and down, sometimes it's too deep, sometimes it's too shallow, and the plant material doesn't grow as well as it will in this, because as the water column moves up and down, this moves with it. And this will help the plant roots always stay at the same water depth, which will make the plants grow much better. To give you an idea of how well the plants do, this is a floating island we did this spring. You can see the root system has pulled out quite a bit of nutrients out of the water. It's flushed through the mesh bag, and now this one is ready to be divided, split, and made several other islands. The other advantage to this is that it doesn't root into the gravel and take over the entire pond. So you keep your plant material maintained, and you use a tremendous amount of nutrients out of the water. That keeps the water from turning green and makes the pond environment much better. Thank you. Have a good day.
That's a good one.
Something like that.